Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Kyle's Daily Bad Words of Wisdom. I've got some awesome facts lined up. Just as usual, I wouldn't let you down, so let's dive in so as to get down. A Taiwanian man, a man in Taiwan, it's kind of hard to say it, a Taiwanian, a man from Taiwan, collapsed and died after playing Delibero for 42 hours straight. Y'all know that video game? He straight went hardcore off on that. Straight didn't go to the bathroom or eat. Probably all kinds of dysentery and sad problems. This guy right here has personally even made me paranoid. I still to this day will not let my kids have... if he's getting 3 shots at the doctor at once, that ain't fucking happening. Him coming back. You maybe give him 2. Give him 1, and I'll come back tomorrow, and we'll give him another one and see how he does. Because it freaks me out. Andrew Wakefield, a doctor who claimed there was a link between autism and vaccinations, actually changed the date of his research and falsified documentation to prove his theory. He was banned from practicing medicine and labeled as a fraud in 2010. That'd be a really bad way to go down as a doctor. Alright, check these eyes out. What damage the little hippopotamus is gonna do? Really? Like they're not? When Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar's home was raided, the military released the dangerous hippos into the river, his own personal zoo, not knowing what to do with them. They now thrive in the river of Colombia, which makes them the largest hippo population outside of Africa. So they certainly don't belong there, but they stuck it out. All right, hands up to this guy, Hans Zimmer, the composer-producer of over 150 movies, including Lion King, The Gladiators, all Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Pearl Harbor, Rush, Inception, The Dark Knight, etc., had only 2 weeks of formal music education, and that was as piano class in school. So don't knock music class, people. It's golden. I personally learned how to play the piano and a clarinet and a bass clarinet and forgot how to play all those things. So that's a major victory. Don't drop the ball either, though, too. It kind of helps if it... Being able to play the piano would be cool. America's first black self-made millionaire. Oh, I just said that completely wrong. I'm sorry. The very first millionaire, self-made millionaire in the U.S. was a black woman. That's merging my words together, ruined my punchline there. Come on now. All right, page number 2. All right. You know, I always hear these weird details about George Washington and Napoleon. They were rather polite. When George Washington died, a picture of Napoleon feeling rather depressed and beat. He won. But where's the victory in that? It's like, when George Washington died in 1799, Napoleon ordered 10 days of nationwide mourning in France. He's a good guy. I'm related to him, even. If you live in Alaska for 190 days, as long as you are not a convicted felony, they will give you an annual check just for not leaving. That's Alaska for you. We all know that. Okay, this is kind of creepy and looks out of place, but here is the pyramids as seen from Cairo. Very strange. Pyramids are huge. I hope y'all saw that. And went. Try that one more time. That's a cool pic. Okay. And secondly, coloring books for grown-ups are a huge trend, and publishers are struggling to keep up with demand. The books are being successful as being for reducing stress, relieving anxiety, and rehabilitation aid for patients recovering from strokes. Adult coloring books. Yeah, okay. And I think I've said this before, but I will say it again. It's a weird fact. This right here went down on record as the most overpopulated flight in history. In a plane, yes. When the plane took off, it had 1,806 people on it. When it landed, it had broken the world record with 188. 1,088. 2 people had given birth on the plane. Really notching up the numbers there. Craziness. People are crazy. Watch out for them. Big groups of people are dangerous. A guy's nice. Sometimes. Later.